Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel here. So what you're looking at right now is my month of September earnings put into, as you can see, I earned about $220 in September on YouTube, and I put that into my YouTube portfolio. So right now, since I got monetized in April of 2024, it's now end of October 2024. I will have put in, well, I'm at $1,327 right now in the YouTube account. I think I put in right around $1,300, somewhere around there. I would have to look here. I'm driving, but I just wanted to make this brief. And what I did with that $220, I decided to put it into Berkshire Hathaway B. I have some more shares in my normal portfolio right now, but I wanted to just expand it out here into my YouTube portfolio, and I want to get that number up to one share. I want to have eventually $1,000 in this YouTube portfolio just dedicated to Berkshire Hathaway B, but I decided to just put it into just Berkshire Hathaway and get almost, a half a share of it. So right now, IVE is doing well, IVW is doing well, NVIDIA, of course, is pulling the chain. I thankfully invested quite a bit of money into NVIDIA, and by quite a bit, I'm not talking hundreds of thousands, I'm only talking about thousands. And I invested quite a bit of money into NVIDIA here in my normal portfolio, and thus why I wanted to do it here look at that. Look at that growth from a year ago. Unbelievable, and it's only going up. That's what's great about NVIDIA. NVIDIA is pulling the whole tech industry up because of its graphics cards. It's, I'm no tech whiz by any means, but I do know NVIDIA is the name in gaming. It's crazy how much NVIDIA has grown in the last year, but even the last 5 years. Unbelievable growth with NVIDIA. If we take a look now at IVW, which hopefully we can get it to load here, IVW or IVE. We'll take a look at IVW. I have a little over 2 shares in that right now. And IVW's done great as well. You look at the 5-day here, you look at the 1 month. What you're going to get with IVW and IVE, I've said it before, your top 10 companies in there are going to do very well. And that's going to pull all the other companies up with it. But if your top 10 don't do very well, then you've got the rest of the 400 different companies in that fund to do well. And if we look at the last year, again, it's only gone up. The last 5 years, it's only gone up. We don't even need to see it, but there it is. IVW, if you're just starting out, when I was 17 and just starting out putting my money away in these stocks and different sort of S&P 500 index funds, IVE, IVW, and IVV are the 3 best to go in. Now, if I didn't like diversity in my life, I would have all of my money in IVE, IVW, or IVV. You're guaranteed growth, and that's essentially what it comes down to. You're guaranteed the growth when you put your money into the S&P 500. You can look at the historical data of the S&P 500 and see nothing but growth. Now, yeah, it'll be a little, less sometimes than day trading or whatever, or trading different stocks, but you're guaranteed growth. If you want to throw your money in and not look at it and see a growth over a year, IVE, IVW, or IVV. It's as simple as that. Look at the 5-year. Besides the COVID dip, it's seen nothing but growth. It's great. You're betting on you're gambling, let's just say you're gambling on different stocks, whether they're going to do well or not. And the plus side of it is these funds are invested in companies like Apple, Nvidia, Google, Microsoft, General Motors, all of the great Boeing, Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, all these different companies that go up and up and up. And what's better is that they even pay a dividend as well. So dividend payments are good. I'm a big believer in dividend paying stock as well, because when you get to have enough money in the stock market and you have dividend paying stocks, you're going to get thousands of dollars back with these dividends, and you could do whatever you want with them. Now for me, I just have them reinvested. I don't have enough money in the stock market in total to really make a difference in my everyday life. Like, you're talking maybe $1,000, maybe a couple $1,000 a year. I don't even pay attention, honestly, because it's not enough. Now, when you get to be, when you have $500,000 or $1 million in the stock market, then that is dividend paying stock that is making a difference in your life when you go to decide to do something with that dividend, whether it's a down payment on a car, something that you wanted, reinvestment into the market, whatever it is. That's when it gets to be game changing. But for right now, I'm invested in these, and it's honestly pretty cool to just make that extra $200 or so a month off YouTube. And again, I've been making money since April, and this is how much I've accumulated. It's been great. It's been awesome. And right now, of course, you could see the little dips and gains. You're not on $1,000, you're not going to see a lot of gains. I mean, essentially here, $1,046 to $1,108. That's a $50 gain, basically, or $60 gain over a course of a month, which isn't a ton of money. But pairing that with YouTube compound interest, it only goes up and up and up and up. So now that extra $60 I can add on to the month of basically August, or I should say September. Well, that was August when I put in August's money in September. You can basically, add that $60 onto the $220 that I put in for the earnings for August, and boom, now you've got $280. You can't beat it. So that's a good amount of earnings there. The power of compounding interest. If you've got just a side hustle like this, or you've got just some cash laying around and you throw it into very safe index funds, or big name stocks like Amazon, Microsoft, stuff like that, you're gonna make money on top of your money. You're gonna make your money work for you, and ultimately in this society, that is what you want. I think the hustle culture is at an all-time high, coming from a person like myself who owns a fairly big business, but still wants to make that money on the side, doing YouTube, doing other stuff in the education system. The money is there to be had. You just have to put that foot forward and make that money. And the money, if invested correctly, will do the work for you. I'm hoping after a year, this will be at over $2,000 from April to April. I'm hoping it'll be over $2,000. I'm thinking that it will be in the next 3 months. It should be over $2,000, but you never know with the YouTube algorithm and how all that works. Otherwise, I'm pretty dang happy with the results so far. And again, please reach out in the comments if you have any questions. I'm no professional, but I know enough to be dangerous, and I only trust myself with my money. That is first and foremost. I've learned enough in my life. I only trust myself with my money. And honestly, do a little research yourself. Ask a trusted family member. That's what I did, and that's what I do to this day. Manage your money yourself. You will become diligent You'll become an expert in the field, and you will realize just how fragile money is and how much it can impact your life in the positive or in the negative. It's really amazing now having a little nest egg built up. Not this money, of course, here. This isn't enough to do anything. That's actually enough to pay my home mortgage. You know, I have to add another $3 on, and I can pay my monthly home mortgage. But having that money and realizing how fragile and quickly it can go away just makes it that more important to manage your money correctly and don't do foolish things with it. So with that being said, guys, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.